Extend to each of you a cordial welcome to this OHSAA football tournament event. Tonight's matchup is Region 6 state semifinal between the 11-1 Avon Eagles versus the 10-2 Olmsted Falls Bulldogs.
I'll let you down, Joe. Sorry, man.
Whoa! Whoa! Avon Fisher! It's a great day to be an Eagle! Ready? Ready? Begin!
And this may be our last chance, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be. And find your why. If it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your teammates, find your why. And I ask one thing: kick some motherfucking skulls in tonight. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Let's go! Hey, beat the puppies on 3, 1, 2, 3. Beat the puppies.
Their honor until they come home, they will not be forgotten. And in honor of today being Veterans Day, we will play a medley of our service songs. Veterans, we ask that you stand to be recognized when your service song is played. When honoring these great men and women, and give them a round of applause when they hear when you hear the military song being played.
Tomorrow, for me, is the 5th year of the anniversary my dad passed. And I always remember it because it's playoff football. And nobody loved Avon football more than that guy did. And he was my truth teller, and I loved him a great deal. So I thought today I wanted to talk to you through his lens of what he would say about this football team. Because to me that makes sense, right? That matters, because his opinion mattered to me. And he loved you guys, and he loved this program, and he loved these coaches. The first thing he would do is he would say, hey, make sure you mention it's Veterans Day. Because he was very patriotic. He was very patriotic. And he believed that every time you saw a flag, you listened to the national anthem, you stood at attention because it represented the men and women who have worked their butts off and worked hard to serve this country so that you can have all the freedoms you have. And then he would talk about some of his friends who he lost in the Vietnam War. And the fact is some of them didn't come home and they paid the ultimate cost. So we carried his flag out all the time, and I know he'd be proud of you for that. I know he would. He always was big on respecting your mother. Like, one thing that I couldn't do as a kid was talk back to my mom, man. If I talked back to my mom, or I gave her any grief, like any teenager does sometimes, there was immediate consequences. Because he believed that as a young man, if you don't respect your own mother, then you're not going to respect anybody in this world. He felt that was fundamental to the home, is that you respected your mother, good and bad. And so he would be proud of you because you're all great young men who get that, right? And last but not least, he was a big fan of, he was comfortable in his own skin. He was an auto worker his whole life, and he worked hard. And he worked a lot of overtime to pay for me and my brothers to do things and for me to go to college and to play football at Mount Union. But he admired hard work and dedication. And that's why he loved this football program. And he would look at all of you right now and he would tell you thank you. Thank you for investing so much into this. Because you've done so much when people weren't watching. When you get up at 6 a.m., when you're in the weight room with Coach Cicchetti, and you go through the grind. So he would talk about that. And he would value this team's work ethic. And he would love you for that. In the end, what he would want you to do, just like we always want you to do, is to make this game fun and make it about your brother and the man next to you. And I told someone today what I love most about the Avon Eagles this year is just that. Coach Cicchetti, I don't know about you, but I haven't had one moment this year where I felt like we had to kind of squash a selfish behavior. And that just doesn't happen in today's society, but it happened in this locker room. And that's why I believe there's something special. And that's why I believe that we're going to go out on that field and we're going to watch a special performance. And we understand there's going to be resistance. We understand that. They're a good football team. They practice too. They work hard too. So they're going to make plays. But we're so invested that we're going to fight through that. Tonight, make every single play a game in its own. Win that play. If you do, win the next. If you don't, win the next. And if you win more plays than you lose, collectively, we win the football game. And then we get one more week together, and we get to go play in a regional final game and get one step closer to the ultimate goal. I don't tell you enough, fellas, how much I love you and value these coaches and all of you for all you do for this program and for our community. I don't tell you enough, because what you do is uncommon in today's society with teenagers. And when, you know, we talked the other day at practice, and I introduced you guys to our reporter who does a lot of good stories on you guys, that was the one thing he said in his takeaway, is that our country is in good hands because of men like you. So tonight, let's have fun. Be a star in your role. If you're on the sideline, it's all or nothing, baby. The energy should be electric on our sideline. I don't care how many people show up or don't show up, our sideline better be buzzing and it better be electric. Freshmen, we brought you for a reason. Make sure on that sideline you stay back so that we don't get any penalties or any stupid things. If they do something stupid, I've already talked to the officials about it, dirty, something stupid, we don't react. We're not going to do things that can hurt us. You're not going to be selfish and finish a block 12 yards away from the play. It's okay if you don't pancake a guy 12 yards away from the ball. Don't call that attention to yourself. Let's play physical within the rules. And if they do something stupid, bring it to my attention, I'll let the officials know. But we don't respond to that nonsense. I've listened to their student section. They're an arrogant group, man. They think we got some guys that are underrated. They don't think that we're very good. Tonight's the chance you get, prove them wrong. Shut them up. Understand? Before we go, I want to thank our veterans, the Horners, Mr. Cummings, Coach Meade. Thank you for your service. Let's go.
Oh yeah! Woo! We want the field out! We want the field out! We want the field out! All daylight, all night light, on the road line, special teams line, offense line, defense line.
Hey, another big one. Another conference game for a trip to the semifinal, or trip to the finals. Ought to be a good one. I think the team that runs the ball the best might be the team that wins, and we got to keep it off the ground. Go Eagles.
Let's go, dog. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 9, Jimmy Rouso. Hits number 24, Jack Pitson.
Oh, yeah, JT!
After infraction, the ball is on the 27-yard line. Rocco Conti gets the pitch.
Marks for 50 cents. Looks sick. Inked up.
I dare you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention.
I love you, Mom!
Short and sweet. First off, I couldn't be more proud of a group of men and coaches. It's been a tough week, a lot of talk, a lot of this and that, and the bottom line is they don't know your heart, right? They don't know your heart. The strongest organ we have, all our muscles, Coach Ketty, got these guys big and strong, is heart. You can't measure that, and you guys got it, and I'm so proud of this group. So proud of you. I will tell you this, you know, our opponents, obviously things didn't go the way that they would like. We are not the type of organization that's going to go on social media, taunt people, talk trash. That's not who we are. They make us better. Because of them, we're better as a program. And so I hope all of you will understand that. If you're on social media or you're talking to someone from Olmsted Falls and you're anything but humble, I'd be disappointed in that. Be humble in victory. We got a big week coming up. TCC in the regional finals. We've been there before. Got to find a way to get it done. You understand? Our goal is to win what? The last one. So they're just stepping in our way between that. Get a breakdown. The Irish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's a book it moment right there.
Which one?
It is a book it game. That's a book it moment.
Yeah, that scoreboard's a book it moment.
Check that out.
That is a book it moment.
That is like a 1-2 booked.
Go!